Hello, Chase Wilson here, Senior Consultant at Sterling. So we're covering hiring, and one of the parts that comes up quite frequently is ads. Where do I place ads? What should my ad say? A lot of different points on ads. Now, the thing about ads is it is advertising. It is marketing for someone. I do find people who put ads out there and they just try to give away the farm. They try to give all these benefits and they try to make it really high pay. And most of the time I find when those ads are actually put out there by our clients, they get people in who are not that interested in working. If the job is tough, you should be honest in the ad and say that it's tough. If the job is, if it requires some weekends, put weekends. If you put all these benefits and high pay and all those things, those are the people who are shopping for benefits and high pay and not necessarily working. So one of the things on ads is you have to write down exactly what you want for yourself. If you don't know that, then you don't know necessarily what you want in the ad. And the ad could say something that's not necessarily true. So you're going to get people that they applied to an ad that lied to them. So they're not going to be your honest fit. So with an ad, one of the first things is you want to write down exactly what you want. Just for yourself, all the things that you want. I don't care if it's 3 pages, but you have to decide this is what I want. Then in the ad, in a certain way, you have to explain those points, especially the key points that you want, and it has to be honest. That's a big thing about ads that I find is people have these sayings or they have this, obviously if your place is not where it wants to be, you're not going to say, well, we're not where we want to be and we don't have good staff yet. You definitely don't have to make yourself look bad, but the ad has to communicate what it is you want from them. You're looking for someone who's really going to contribute to your team. It has to say that, right? So that's a big point on ads is it has to communicate what it is you want. And if you want something tough, you put that there. Number 2, where do you place the ads? I don't find that really expensive ads or Monster, all these places that can charge a lot of money. I don't necessarily find that they pull more. Believe it or not, statistically, I get more applicants from Craigslist and Indeed than anywhere else. Craigslist, Indeed, and third to that would probably be referrals, asking other people. I'm going to show you how do you get the staff involved in hiring, but that's another video. But on the ad, I go to Craigslist. Craigslist is actually so used that many other organizations will use them. Headhunters go there, Monster, and I have nothing on Monster. I've hired people from Monster. I've hired people from really all of them have worked. But the first thing I go to is I go to Craigslist, make sure it's there, because then you have quantity. You want to start with just a quantity. You want the ad out there. And then I go to Indeed. You're going to get a bit better quality. Some headhunters will know what you're looking for, but headhunters are paid to place the person there. Not always. They don't always have the quality of mind that the quality in mind that you're looking for. All right. So you want to place the ads in places where you're going to hit a majority of the people, and that is Craigslist, that is Indeed. Right now, those are the number 1 and 2 that I find. The next thing you do want to do is you want to let other people know. You want to let your patients, your clients know. You want to have it on Facebook. Hey, here's what we're hiring for. You always want to position it as, hey, we're expanding, not, hey, we're getting rid of a bad employee, right? Or, hey, we lost a couple staff. We're looking for some other ones. Hopefully we don't lose them. You want to position, hey, we're expanding. We're looking for these great things. We're growing. And if you know of anyone who wants to join our team, it is a positive thing. It is a positive thing, hiring. Okay, so that's a big point on the ads is making sure the ad actually communicates exactly what it is you want. And if you don't know what you want when that person comes in, you won't have anything to compare if that's actually what you want. So really, step 0 is knowing what you want. As I covered earlier, then you want the ad to communicate that, right? You want the ad to say what it is you really want, especially the key points. And then you want to place it and you want to have it out there. You want to put it on Craigslist. You want to put it on Indeed. If there is a local paper that's not too much, throw it on there. If there's a school around that has people that you're looking for, right? But that's a key point on ads. The biggest points I find that violate that on ads is I see these ads, once again, that just push all these amazing benefits. And that's what they get, people who are looking for benefits, not necessarily good staff. I hear all the time, well, what if we don't offer these great things? A good staff member is willing. And I had a staff member go to one of the offices of a client of ours, and they did not offer insurance. And this is a great staff member. And she came in and she was very qualified, and she said, hey, listen, I really like it here. I want to work here. what deal can we work on the benefits? Here's what I need. And they worked out a deal and they hired her and she's great. And they're so happy they did. So a good willing staff member doesn't necessarily have to have all these benefits, all these things if you don't offer them. All right, so that's what to do on ads. Here's what I'd like to know from you. What do you do? What are your successful actions on finding people? I know many of you have found good people. And then I also like to know from the other people, what do you run into on ads? What problems do you run into? Or are you getting too many people who are not qualified, or are you not getting enough? Because either way, I can show you how to handle those. All right, I'll bring those up and I'll see you in the next video.